Just how nice was it to just see the offense break out a little bit to bridge the win?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, gave me a cushion to work with, and just enough, and then the bullpen comes in and shuts it down. We put up some insurance runs late, and I thought we manufactured some runs and won the game, so that was big.
For you, what do you make of your outing as a whole? 7 strikeouts, but a couple mistakes.
I mean, you just keep going. 3 solo shots. Obviously, I want to be in a better place with those pitches. So there's stuff to work on this week and be better at, but all in all, we won the game, so that's a big part.
How did you process the check swing and not let that get to you?
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things. I mean, it's out of my control. They don't call many check swings, so wish I got it, but just move on and keep going.
Carlos Rodon said that he thought your secondary stuff was pretty good today. Maybe the fastball wasn't where his wanted. You evaluated the same way.
Yeah, secondary wasn't bad. I think I could have been better with fastball command. Obviously, not a super jumpy fastball, but made it work. Like I said, there's stuff to work on. So we'll do that.
Have you seen a hitter make it 10 feet back to the dugout before on appeal?
Yeah, that's kind of what I said. But I mean, like I said, it is what it is, and you just keep going.
And they put up 3 there in that second inning. Does that feel significant for you?
Yeah, it was big. Yeah, like I said, it gave me a cushion to go work and try to go get outs. And I thought they swung it great. I thought we played some good baseball. And, big props to the bullpen for shutting it down when I get out.
How important was it to protect that lead once you got it there in the second?
Yeah, I mean, the goal was to go out there and get a shutdown inning. And then just try to hang on the lead and go as deep as I could. And like I said, I mean, they swung the bats great, and the bullpen, shut it down, and we came out with a win. So
we just talked about how the hitters, they even came with no panic. You've been around some teams. Is this different on how these guys handle struggles and the ups and downs of baseball?
And these guys are pretty good. We got some big names in this clubhouse, and especially in the lineup. So. They're professionals, and then they know it's going to come around. And hitting's pretty hard. You hit 300 for your career, you're a Hall of Famer, as we know. So it's not easy.
It's a long season, but just being able to win one today, does that kind of allow you guys to breathe a little easier?
Yeah, a little momentum. We just keep going. This game is up and down. We play 162 games, and you're going to go through some stretches. So turn the corner here, and we got a big series versus Baltimore this weekend.
I think Goldie started off with the base hit, and ultimately just kept on trusting in the guys and put together good at bats and continue swinging with the right pitches. And today we broke through, and the long ball Grish got us going, and gave us a lot of confidence going into that game.
With the way things had been going for the offense, any element of relief just to put a significant number on the board?
Definitely feels good hearing the music again, and coming out with a W. So, just, pitching again. Carlos and the bullpen did a great job of, minimizing them. And, for us, you had to come and do our job and score some runs.
Early on at second, are you kind of floored that was not overturned in your favor?
I thought I was safe. There was one angle where during the time, it's close. So, tough to really say. I thought I was safe at first.
What's your biggest takeaway from playing with Grisham for the first time?
Honestly, just the way he goes about his work. He's very consistent. His defense, his jumps he gets is really tremendous. He makes it look really easy out in center field, and the power is real, and he's done a really good job of showing that this year.
Cody, was there any adjustments in particular for this game? Do you think the offense made, or is it more just kind of trusting?
I think for us, just keep on trusting the guys in the locker room. Obviously, we were very frustrated with the past few games, and understanding the talent that we have in this locker room, and ultimately, we broke through in a pretty good way today. Goldschmidt starting it off, and we hit some homers, and it's always a good feeling.
Aaron Boone joked when he was asked about Grisham that he's always relaxed, he's never pressing, and said, have you ever seen him catch a ball in center field? How would you describe his style of play?
Yeah, definitely, looks relaxed, but on the inside, he's extremely focused, and, I think the jumps he gets out in the outfield, I mean, he's had some tremendous catches this year where, the balls could have dropped. So just watching him go about his work in the outfield and offensively it's been fun to watch.
Trent, how would you describe how this team's handled the last week?
Well, I haven't noticed anything different, so I'd say well.
What does that say about this team?
Good veteran leadership.
Trent, when we were asking Aaron a couple of times this week if the team had been pressing, he mentioned about you. He said he didn't think you were capable of pressing, and he mentioned about how you field and bat flips and stuff like that. Is that just a kind of chill attitude by you, or do you make a conscious effort to not be affected too much by the day-to-day?
No, I think you have to make a conscious effort. This game, over 180 days, will beat you up. So that was something that was taught to most all of us when we were younger, coming up through the minor leagues. And I don't think you really understand it until you get to this level. But when you get to a team like this with a bunch of veterans around and seeing the way they lead and seeing the way that they're consistent day in and day out, it rubs off on guys.
How nice was it to just come through the way you did today a couple times?
Yeah, it's always nice to come through.
I'll go back to back there. About the time you just kind of get back to Dago, what kind of lift is that just to kind of reinforce that?
I think it's just nice when they come in bunches. The more the better.